All right, guys, welcome back and happy Thursday. Welcome to the Snake Rack Report, and we are taking a first look here at this clutch. One of the babies is still in the egg, still absorbing the yolk. I don't know why it's taking so long, but it's really kind of lagging behind everybody else, but it's okay. So it's not in here yet. So this clutch was an OD blade pied, double het MJ Xanthic clown male, bred to a pastel leopard clown female. So at the very worst, everything in here is double het clown pied, pos het MJ, and then obviously the things that are visual clown are visual clown het pied, pos het MJ. So we either have clown het pieds, pos het MJs, or double het clown pied, pos het MJs. So these are pretty awesome snakes, recessive wise. I just wish we were able to test for MJ at this point, but we aren't, so oh well. So we have pretty good odds here so far with genetics from what I have. This one here is my favorite, which is going to be a keeper because it's a female. I believe I think it's probably a leopard OD blade or a leopard blade. I'm fine with it either way. So it's a leopard blade clown het pied pos het MJ. I am really trying to hit hard the the OD and the blade genes in my clown pied stuff, in my clown pied MJ Xanthic stuff. So this girl is really pretty. I love how she looks. I love how reduced the pattern is. The other one that is still in the egg is the other snake that looked similar to this one, but I think it might have pastel in it, which isn't a big deal. But yeah, I mean, she's just a really cool looking snake. I'm really excited to see what she looks like. Love the head stamp on her. Really excited to see what she looks like once she is, shed and grown up a little bit. The other female so far, I think that's a visual clown, is this one here, which I believe is the pastel leopard clown, het pied, pos het MJ. I'm on the fence about whether or not I would keep her. It might depend on whether or not the other snake that didn't come out yet is a female or not, or how soon MJ testing comes out. I might just kind of not list her right away, just to kind of see, what we're kind of hitting. But she's a really pretty snake. She'll end up looking just like the mom does. It kind of ages. When you have pastel leopard clowns, the colors sort of all kind of turn to like a creamy, off-whitey yellow color. The blacks really kind of fade out, so it's not the best thing in the world. But we have to remember at the end of the day, all these snakes are going to end up making clown pieds. So, pastel leopard in a clown pied looks fantastic. Pastel leopard in an MJ pied or MJ clown pied probably isn't going to matter a whole lot. So, pastel in clowns in general isn't highly sought after, but I don't think it actually looks very bad in any of the pairings that we're getting, so that's okay. I think that's the other female. I'm kind of losing track now. Now I don't remember which ones were females. This was a female. I think this is the pastel OD, double het clown pied, pos het MJ. Whether it is a female or not, it probably will get sold because I don't have any need for a double het. It's a really pretty snake, and if it does end up being het MJ Xanthic, then you have a triple het snake that is good. I mean, it has OD in it, which is going to be fantastic for any project. But that one's really cool. That will definitely be released. Again, I just don't know. This guy's trying to say hi. This is actually a boy. He's beautiful. What is he? I think. I don't know. It's hard with him. I think he's definitely OD. I was thinking he was maybe pastel as well. I don't think he's a pastel leopard. He's hard to tell. Maybe he's a pastel leopard blade or pastel OD blade. I'm gonna have to look him up a little more. His genetics weren't immediately apparent to me because I don't think he's just an OD. Judging by, he could be, but judging by some of the flaming on the sides and the way some of the white is coming in on the back straps, I feel like he's got to have Pastel, but I'll need to double check that. So he's a male. Again, depending on what he proves out to be and whether or not he is het MJ, might be one of those things that are up in the air. I really don't know. Now, this is the one that I thought was pretty plain. I can't remember what gender that is already, so I'm going to have to figure that out later. I thought it was just a normal when I hatched it, but actually, it's obviously not. I think it's possibly a leopard blade. He's got a really cool... Let's get him back in the light. There we go. He's got a really cool head stamp, and actually a really cool pattern. So I think he's probably a leopard blade. That's a really, really cool looking snake. Again, I don't remember if it's a male or a female, but it is cool. And then the other one is this one under here, and that is a male. That's a Pastel clown het pied pos het MJ. Yeah, probably. Well, yeah. I mean, he's the most basic clown in the whole entire clutch. But he's, again, a pretty snake, powerful snake. I will not be keeping him at all. I'll definitely be releasing him because with my males, I prefer, like, if this male, the clown male here, ends up proving out to be het MJ, not only is he powerful me from a perspective of having, a triple recessive project in him, but he has 2-3 genes in him as well. For me, the way I'm building my stuff, having just a Pastel clown het pied, even if he does prove to be het MJ, doesn't really get me anywhere because the dad's already OD blade pied double het MJ clown. So this male would actually be a downgrade over the dad. If this guy ends up proving to be het MJ, he's probably a lateral move to the dad, but because he's visual clown, it'll make it easier for me to make clown MJ Xanthics, which, with the dad, I have a smaller chance of it happening. So, he's kind of on the fence. It's going to depend on how my next 2 clutches are when they pop out. But I'm really excited about this so far. I really want to see the one that's still in the egg, what it ends up turning out to be. But for me, I think this was the best looking snake out of all of them. And I definitely lucked out that it's a female. Awesome snake. Just, I couldn't be happier that ended up turning out to be a female because she's a keeper. Whether she's MJ or not, she's a keeper. She's just too valuable. That's my issue sort of with the shed testing, is that it's probably too hard for me to release any females at this point without me knowing whether or not they're het MJ. I mean, the one here that's not a visual clown, I would release because I have enough. Like, even if I keep this girl and I keep this girl here, at least they're both visual clowns. And then once I can test for MJ, if this girl ends up, not being MJ, I would probably release her. If she is an MJ, I would keep her. But like, I have so many females from last year in this project that were clowns. I think I have like 4 or 5 of them maybe. And because of that, and I can't test them for MJ yet either, and they're all getting big pretty fast, and I would assume they're all going to be ready to breed by the end of the year. So hopefully the MJ test is available before then. But so I have, luckily, I did a good job of holding those females back last year. And that was before I even knew that the dad was actually het MJ. He was a pos het when I bought him, and luckily I was able to prove him out last year. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 4 females that I kept last year and 1 male, and they're all visual clowns. They're all het pied. They're all pos het MJ. This is a Pastel lesser leopard. I believe this is a Pastel blade, possible OD. This is a Pastel Mojave. I think this is a Pastel Mojave OD, possible blade. And this one is also a Pastel blade OD. So I have a bunch of genes already. I just need to be able to test them out. So, and then on top of that, the next 2 clutches that I have to hatch, which I believe are like 10 days away, and then like at the end of July, are going to be my lightning pied clutches. So half of the babies in those 15, 16 eggs are going to be double visual lightning pieds if I hit the odds. And those are all going to be Pastel clown. And when Gray Rider was doing his bulk shed testing discounts for the credits, I've actually bought 15 of them because I knew this was happening. So what's going to happen is those snakes are going to hatch. I am going to, with their first sheds, send them all in, test them all for clown, so I know immediately before they're even ready to sell which ones are clown and which ones aren't. And because of that, that'll help me better determine what I'm keeping and what I'm releasing. Like I said, I have a 50% shot of those all being lightning pieds because both moms were lightning pieds and the dad's a pied het MJ, het clown. So half of those babies should be double visuals. That'll be my best chance at progressing the lightning clown pied project quicker. So that's where we're at with that. So I really want that last baby to come out. She's looking like she's going to take just as long as those 2 ultramels that I have to come out. I'm assuming they'll probably all be in the same video for a first look. Hopefully that's by Friday, but we'll see. The ultramels are already starting to pop out of the eggs. The clown still isn't. So, I have no idea what it's doing there, but hopefully it comes out soon. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. The clutch looks nice. I'm happy that I got at least 2 visual clown females out of it. But there's going to be some nice snakes to go around to everybody else too. So if you're interested in the project, especially if you're my Patreon, but if you're somebody else that's on the Patreon and you show some interest, let me know. They're not going to be as cheap as plain clown head pieds or double heads because there's a possibility of MJ being in there. So, I mean, it's not going to raise the price tag a lot, but it's not going to be as, low end as just a plain double head clown pied. So, but yeah, I'm excited about that clutch. It looks nice. They all look really pretty. And hopefully the MJ test is actually out by the time that I don't know if I'll save their first sheds or not, but hopefully maybe by the time they have their second shed. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But we'll see you guys tomorrow.